Yeah, welcome back to the second hour of this morning's mid-morning show with Andrew and Phil. Bolton FM, the voice of the Bolton family, and broadcasting across the town of Bolton. And now, Phil,
with even more guests in the studio, the revolving door of the Bolton FM studio.
Absolutely. So we're joined now by, as promised, as advertised, the principal of Bolton College, Liam Sloan. Good morning, Liam.
Good morning, everyone.
Mr. Dapper.
Yeah, he's a bit dapper, isn't he? He's got lovely socks and all the sock shop socks.
No, they're Happy Socks.
Happy
Socks.
I can see him smiling.
Brand.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Happy Socks.
They're brilliant.
Well, Sock Shop's logo is feeling good from the feet up. Ah. And they're a major sponsor of Bolton FM.
Yeah.
Oh. That's why I'm mentioning it.
So we'll see if we can get you some.
Yeah. Well, as long as they make you feel happy.
They do.
Yeah. And Catherine Langstreth, who is the Executive Director of Strategy, is that right?
Yes, and growth.
And growth.
It's Langstreth.
Langstreth.
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
No, he said long.
It's Catherine's here. Good to see you both. Now, when was it? The big launch?
This time last week.
That's right, Friday afternoon. Yeah. I attended an event at the college, and the mayor was there, and lots of dignitaries. The local MP was there, Yasmin Qureshi.
Yeah,
that's the only words there. And it was all to do with launching a new strategy for the college. Tell me more about this, Liam, or is this Catherine's area?
I'll let Catherine talk, because she spent hours and many tears organising that event to make sure it was all singing, all dancing. So Catherine will tell you a little bit about what went off last week.
Yeah, I'll paint the picture. So in attendance we had our local MP, we had the Mayor of Bolton, who's just been on, Andy Morgan, and a range of stakeholders, including governors, team members and learners. The sun was shining, we had a drinks reception outside, we had afternoon tea prepared and served by our learners, and we had a range of speeches to set out our strategic plan, what we intend to do and where we're going to go. We had live performances by our team member Christina on the harp, and we had our shock out learners.
You know, I couldn't hear her. We didn't know she was there until you thanked her. She was tucked away in the little
and you were at the other end, weren't you?
Yeah.
But those singers, tell me about them.
So they're our learners from Shock Out Academy, and they performed our theme tune for our launch, Our Time.
So they're college students?
Yes, yeah.
They were
amazing.
Oh, they were amazing.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And we had speeches from the Mayor, we had speeches from Bolton CVS, Dawn Yates, Obi, and team members, a learner as well.
Is that her name, Obi, or has she got an OBE?
I think she's got some award.
No, that's her. That's her last name, Yates.
Is it right?
Yeah. And we ended on a wildflower planting ceremony.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, so, and we wanted to do that.
Confession.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't eat it, did you?
I took some home.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Some people ate them. They were safe.
Have you planted them?
Mine's are all
Have they started to grow?
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Ours have started to grow.
Already?
Yeah. A week in, and we've got green shoots on outside our office.
Oh, well, that's great, isn't it? That's fantastic.
Hallowed ground.
Yeah. So, the strategy, Liam, tell us about the strategy, or who's going to talk? Somebody tell me about the strategy!
Well, so the strategy is it's a 5-year commitment to Boltonians, and it clearly articulates what our strategic priorities are for the next 5 years, which is really around saying we're investment ready, we're ready to make sure that we respond to the skills gaps, the jobs that are in demand. And if you come and study at Bolton College, you'll do a qualification and a piece of study which makes sure that you're work ready, that you're world ready, and as a result of being work and world ready, you're absolutely ready for what the future of work has. So work, world and future ready graduates.
And why was this the time to launch it? Is this because you're a new broom sweeping clean, or a new, you've come in as a new principal, and do you want to change things?
Yeah, so I think there was
Is there a need for a change?
Well, there is a need for, I think change it's inevitable that change is going to, change is inevitable, and we know that the skills that are in demand keep changing year on year, and therefore as a college, as an education provider, you need to be nimble and agile and respond to those changes in need. So me being a new principal was a prime time. It was an opportunity for me to network and meet with all of our local stakeholders and find out from them what's working, what's not working for you in relation to Bolton College, to involve all of our students and find out what's worked for them and what's not working for them. So also the combined authority, and we've introduced a new local skills improvement plan, which has just been finalised. So it was an opportunity for us to show that we are pivotal in helping Bolton and Greater Manchester make sure that the future pipeline of talent is coming from us at Bolton College, and that come and study with us and you've got a strong and sustainable future. So that's why now was the right time for it.
So I believe that there's over 1,000 people contributed to shaping this plan. Can you tell us a little bit more about that process and what that means?
Yeah, we were so pleased with the amount of responses. We set up a range of ways that people could contribute. So we set up online surveys, we set up face-to-face sessions, and we were overwhelmed by the amount of response, the amount of people that took part and gave us ideas, and especially around, we had set out some ideas of what we wanted to achieve, but there were so many ideas on how we'll get there, what we need to do to get there, and their contribution to help us get there as well. So,
and I suppose that number of people getting involved, that shows a great interest and a great passion for what you want to do.
Yeah, it's really helped us to shape it. It helped us to write it.
But what kind of questions did you ask people? Did you kind of say, how can we do better, or what's missing?
We set out some ideas, as in, here's some ideas for our 8 strategic priorities, here's an idea for the vision, the purpose, what do you think about that? And we had feedback on the language. Sometimes it was too complicated, our students didn't understand it, our stakeholders didn't see at times representation of, for example, we used the word technical education, and they couldn't see the representation for the work that we do with ESOL and English and Maths, so we've renamed that to skills and education. So we really listened to the voices. There were loads of ideas, lots of ideas, especially around where we've set out, here's our priorities, how will we get there? So they were giving us lots of really great suggestions around how will we get there in terms of aligning courses. Well, we need to set up regular stakeholder meetings. How will we get there with our learning environments and encouraging learners to make sure that they do flourish, that they do engage with the sessions, and that our learners were pivotal in giving us ideas on that and what we can do with our building, our spaces outside.
I think also, just to add, what was remarkable about the whole consultation process was that we went in, like Catherine said, with an idea around what our strategic plan might look like. And as a result of this consultation, we changed. And that's just brilliant. We were obviously in the daily, we run it routinely daily.
Sure.
So to get that feedback and make it change, what turned it around, really.
So moving on from that, for a young person or an adult thinking about studying at Bolton College, what would you say this plan means for the future for them?
Well, in terms of the future for them, as I've said, Bolton College is now investment ready. We're about to spend £1.6 million on improving our student spaces, our spaces for our team members. So it actually means you're actually coming to study at a college where there's cutting edge technology, and we've got a new innovation, a new immersive suite. So you're actually going to be learning on stuff that's being actually used and implemented within industry. We're investing a significant amount of money in our professional development for our teachers to make sure that they're cutting edge, that the pedagogy and the approach to teaching, learning and assessment that they're using is actually what's relevant for our student type. A lot of them are first in family, some English isn't their first language, some of them are low socioeconomic status, so we've developed, so as a learner, you'll come in and you'll be able to get a personalised approach to learning that suits you.
So it's fit for purpose.
Absolutely.
We were talking Well, we talk a lot about business on this show, and last night we had our volunteers evening at the University Business School, and we had quite a good turnout of our volunteers. And what we're trying to get across to them is that despite the fact that we're a community radio station, despite the fact that we're a registered charity, and the fact that we are run by people like me and Phil, who are both volunteers, we have to run the business like a business. We have to make money through advertising, through sponsorship. We have to have a high degree of customer service. We have to look at quality all the time. We've got to run it like a business. Education is no different. You've got to run your business, your education business, at delivering excellent service, excellent education. And I can see the values that you've got. I was looking for it in there, but I took some pictures at the launch of inclusive, aspirational, collaborative, and excellence. Is it in there? Is it? Yeah. And those are really good. Targets to aim at.
Yeah, and these are going to shape the DNA of Bolton College. So when we talk about the DNA of Bolton College, what, from a staff member's point of view, from a student member's point of view, how do we behave? How do we operate? How do we interact? How do we work together to achieve the greater good? And that's about making sure that, irrespective of your background, that you feel welcome, that you feel embraced, that you that we're an inclusive college, and that we want to set high aspirations for Boltonians. You know, I mean, we want you to achieve more than a pass grade. We want you to achieve the higher echelon grades, and it might be that you're the first in family to ever have achieved a pass, but we want to push and inspire you to achieve greater. And we can't do this on our own. Hence the consultation. We've got to do this with partners like you, the experiences that we've had through Bolton FM, our collaboration with the NHS. We can't do it alone. It's going to be impossible. And our end goal is to achieve what was previously the equivalent of Ofsted Outstanding. We want to be exemplary within the FE sector, and we would love Bolton College to be the jewel in the crown of the further education sector.
I mean, there is a lot of competition, isn't there, for where students will go once they've done their GCSEs. You've got right next door to you, the sixth form college. What's the difference between the sixth form college and Bolton College, Catherine? Yeah,
there's some overlap, but the sixth form mainly focus on A levels, and we are vocational and skills education. So we work closely together with Bolton sixth form because it's about the right choice for that young person. We don't want to shoehorn them into a course or a career pathway that's not right for them. So we work together with our schools engagement to go out to the schools to make sure that the pathways are clear, because there's different pathways to get you to the same destination, and that's what our goal is in Bolton through the Bolton Learning Partnership group as well, about making sure that pathways are set out clearly.
I should have gone to Bolton College, really. I did on day release, and I got my only O-level in business studies and commerce. It's done me no harm either, because that I was never going to do A-levels. I didn't get any O-levels, so how could I do A-levels?
The college of life, though.
And I went to work in the mill, but I really think that vocation is the way forward for a lot of young people who are struggling. But they still need qualifications to get there, don't they?
Yeah, and we have apprenticeships, so another difference is apprenticeship. So if you don't want to be in the classroom constantly, you can go out and work. A lot of young people are opting for that now. They see the relevance, they see I think we've got the buy-in from parents and carers knowing about apprenticeships and where that can take you to the higher level degree programmes as well that the University of Greater Manchester have.
Qualifications to get an apprenticeship?
So you do need a level of English and maths. We have got foundation apprenticeships launching for the first time in September, so we've yet to hear from the government on what subjects you can study those in, but the foundation apprenticeships are for those that are not quite ready for the apprenticeship programme, so they might not have the level of English and maths to a level 2 functional skills, but it's the opportunity to try out and test, so we're just waiting on more information from those.
Will there be a gap somewhere for people who aren't academic at all, but they're enthusiastic and they want to work and they want to do...
No, because we do the English and maths alongside, so even if a young person joins the college and wants the different route of an apprenticeship, we can support them by doing the English and maths alongside the apprenticeship.
Okay, so there is opportunity
Yeah.
for all.
Multiple pathways.
Multiple.
Yeah. Let's have a record, shall we? This is one of my favourites.